All right, let's just get right into it. For, what, 100 years now? In movies, on TV, at World's Fairs, we've been promised the flying car. It was supposed to be the ultimate symbol of the future, right? The end of traffic jams, total freedom. So, where the heck is it? Why aren't we zipping around like the Jetsons? Let's figure it out.
I mean, just look at this thing. This ad from the 50s just perfectly captures that feeling. Your personal flying carpet. It sounds so simple. Step into it, press a button, and off you go. It felt like the next logical step, totally inevitable. This wasn't some far-off sci-fi dream. This was sold to people as the next big thing, something that was just around the corner. And, well, fast forward to today, and all that optimism has kind of curdled into a running joke. Lewis Black just nails it here. Yeah, we got smartphones, we got the internet, but the one thing we were all really waiting for? Total no-show. It almost feels like a betrayal, you know? Like the future forgot to deliver on its biggest promise. So what on earth happened? So why are we still so obsessed with this idea? Well, the promise is just incredible. I mean, come on, just picture it. You're stuck in soul-crushing traffic and you just lift off. Gone. Or imagine seeing your city from a bird's eye view whenever you want. We're talking about total freedom. No more roads telling you where you can and can't go. Seriously, who wouldn't sign up for that? Okay, but here's the catch. That incredible dream ran smack into a huge wall. A brutal engineering reality that designers have a fantastic name for. The pig and elephant problem. And believe me, this is the core reason we're all still stuck on the ground. So what does that even mean? Well, think about it like this. A car. That's your pig. It's built to be heavy, sturdy, to stick to the ground. An airplane? That's the elephant. It's got to be as light as possible, designed to catch the air just right. Now you try to mash those two things together, and what do you get? You get a really lousy elephant and an even worse pig.
And this really breaks it down, because it's fascinating. A car is engineered with aerodynamics that push it down onto the road for grip. A plane is engineered to do the exact opposite, to create lift and, leave the road. For safety, your car has heavy steel doors and crumple zones. In a plane, all that weight is your worst enemy. It's a complete contradiction. Every single design choice that makes a car safer on the road makes a plane more dangerous in the sky. And oh, by the way, it gets even worse. You've got totally different controls. A steering wheel versus a yoke and rudder pedals. And then you have the red tape, a whole mountain of it. You've got to make the Federal Aviation Administration happy for the flying part, and you've got to make the Department of Transportation happy for the driving part. It's an absolute bureaucratic nightmare.
So you'd think people would just give up, right? Wrong. Despite these massive challenges, inventors have been throwing themselves at this problem for over 100 years. And really, this isn't a story about failure. It's a story about pure, stubborn persistence against insane odds.
And our story starts way back. Get this, just 14 years. 14! After the Wright brothers first got off the ground, we get this thing, the Curtiss autoplane. Look at it, a massive tri-wing aerial limousine. It was the first real shot at it, but well, let's just say flying is a strong word. It kind of just hopped. But people didn't give up. Jump forward to 1939, and you see designs like the Hall autoplane. You can see the ideas evolving, right? It's getting a little sleeker, a bit more streamlined. But, and there's always a but with these early attempts, money dried up, and oh yeah, World War II was about to happen.
Okay, now we get to the 70s. And wow, the AV Mizar. If you ever wanted a perfect picture of the pig and elephant problem, this is it. They didn't even try to blend them. They just took the back half of a Cessna airplane and bolted it onto a Ford Pinto. A Pinto. And yeah, it actually flew. But the story has a tragic ending, which is just a brutal reminder of how dangerous this whole compromise really is.
So that brings us to today. And after 100 years of hitting the same wall, the smart people working on this had a thought. What if we're asking the wrong question? What if the problem isn't, how do we make a car fly? So now, they're not just building flying cars, they're totally rethinking what a flying car even means.
And this has basically split into two big ideas. First, you've got the integrated approach. That's the one you've probably imagined. One vehicle, the wings fold out at the push of a button, and you're good to go. Then there's the modular idea. This is different. Your car is basically a pod that you drive to an airport, and it clicks into a separate flying frame.
And you can see the two ideas right here. On the left is that integrated design, the Terrafugia Transition. It's an actual airplane that you can legally drive on the street once you fold the wings up. On the right, that's the modular concept.
The car part and the flying part are two different things that connect. Two very clever but very different solutions to that same old pig and elephant problem. But here's the real game changer. The biggest realization is that the old dream of one single vehicle that can do it all, it's over. It's dead. We're not going to get a flying station wagon that's also great for grocery runs. The future is all about specialized vehicles for very specific missions.
For example, look at the military. DARPA's working on this thing called the Transformer TX. It's pretty much a flying Humvee. Its job isn't to be a comfortable daily driver. Its only job is to save soldiers' lives by, say, literally jumping over a roadside bomb or an enemy ambush. It's a problem solver, not a commuter car.
And what about for you and me? Well, check out what NASA's been cooking up. This is the Puffin. And the first thing you probably notice, where are the wheels? Right, there aren't any. This isn't a car at all. Its entire purpose in life is to beat traffic. It's electric, it takes off straight up from your driveway. Think of it like a personal cockpit that lets you just skip the freeway altogether.
And all of this leads to a pretty wild conclusion, doesn't it? After an entire century of trying to figure out how to make a car fly, maybe the real answer is to just ditch the car part. Stop trying to force the pig and the elephant together, and instead just focus on building a much, much better elephant.
So think about it. Maybe that future we were all promised is finally on its way. It just doesn't look anything like we thought it would. So maybe the future of the flying car isn't a car at all. It's just something built purely for the sky. What do you think?